Kia ora. Today's episode is proudly brought to you by the great people at Carson & Co. Shampoo and conditioner hair care. See a bit of this just dropping down?
Wow, very flowy.
I know.
Looks very soft from here.
It is, bro. If there weren't all these wires in the way, I'd let you run your hands through it. But doesn't it make you want to run your hands through it and take me on a big boat, paint my portrait?
Back to the ad.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this product is outstanding. Local business, support your local. Carson & Co. have come up with a great product with heaps of great ingredients, natural, organic, no harmful chemicals. Also, they don't, what do you call it when they use like animals to test their products?
No animal testing?
No animal testing, only on this bad boy. Anyway, hit them up, check out their site, get you some of this good stuff. It's good for all the family, and it's good for the earth, and good for your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Carson & Co.
Carson & Co.
We should start a jingle. 3, 2, 1.
Carson &
Co.
Co. Carson & Co. One is a Carson, the other is Co. Carson & Co.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go with Carson & Co. How's that for an American accent? Carson & Co.
Carson & Co. All right, ready? About to be on. We doing intros anymore? Oh, you cutting it this year?
I've been cutting ages ago.
Oh,
But yeah,
anyway, I was thinking we should ask them to do another one. Let's go.
I made it.
I mean, no. Sorry, we should ask nothing.
Oh, that's right. Do we have to pay him money?
No, because we all souls. That's what. No, that's that.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Lab Kids podcast. A very special one. This is our first one for 2025. I know a lot of you guys out there probably thinking, what's so cool about being the first one for 2025? Your last one was mid-2024.
Yeah, everyone remembers their first time of the year.
And now we're here, so welcome. Chris, good to have you back.
Hello. I missed everyone. I missed you, my guy. I missed this. I mean, I see you from time to time, but it's in a different setting.
Every time I see you, I wonder if that's going to be an opportunity for us to... It's like, hey, come over for a barbecue. I wonder if I should take some mics. Hey, come over for a swim. Is that code word for mics?
Are we going to start like that? I feel like it's a dig.
No. Just that's how much I miss this. That I'm wondering if...
Lucky, that was getting awkward. I'm kidding. Welcome back. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to you, wherever you are.
Four of our listeners out there.
Hey, Mom.
Dad, even though Dad doesn't really understand. You know what's funny? From time to time, I hear the podcast being played from the lounge TV.
What, in this house?
Yeah, in my very own house. My dad kind of owns the lounge TV, and he just plays random Samoan radio and things like that. And every now and then he sees our face come across his For You page, and he clicks it. And yeah,
Getting those views up.
so thanks, Dad. Like, follow, and subscribe.
Let's get straight into it. How you been? We just finished the holiday, the festive season. Everyone's got up to something. Hopefully it's all good stuff, but how was it?
It was great. It's probably the best one yet, I'd say.
Wow.
The biggest thing is that I didn't do what I normally do for Christmas, which is this thing we call Cousins Christmas.
Right.
And that's kind of the pinnacle of our Christmas celebrations. But we didn't do that this year. We actually traveled as a family with my lovely partner and our daughter. We went down to Wellington to see my boy. Nice laid back affair. We hired an Airbnb, we hired a car, and just lived the life in Wellington. Took it easy, came back, eased into the new year some more, and then just this last week had celebration after celebration as my youngest daughter. As my daughter turned 18.
Say it to your son.
My daughter turned 18, and man, we've been partying it up.
That was a good night.
That was a good night. Yeah.
My quads are still a bit sore.
Yeah, you done a lot of work there.
Leg work.
Yeah.
Gotta get it in.
Gotta get it in. So yeah, I feel like now that we're settled back into work, settled back into the podcast, settled back in for the year, I feel like now I've started. Yeah, the festive season has officially ended for me.
Oh, it sounds a little bit grim.
The festive season has peaked. No, the culmination of the festive season has been reached.
The climax.
Yes, we've climaxed.
Now, just lay there naked with a cigarette.
Oh yes, cigarette. How was your
What were you gonna say?
festive season?
Yo, it was good. It was good. It was pretty much copy paste like the other ones, but Holiday and Christmas time is always a good time. I think I've voiced it here. I'm a bit of a Grinch, but I do love not working, and that means hanging out with family, barbecues. I've put on a nice healthy 7 kilos over the holidays. Your big back boy is back.
He's back.
Anyway, that's another one. We'll get into that. It's another goal.
The big
But
backedness.
yo, I don't feel bad about it. Maybe because I'm a little bit older. I'm in my early 30s, mid 30s.
You know, I saw we had a what do they call that? A collaboration over the holidays with Carson and Co.
Yo, shout out Carson and Co.
Carson and Co. One is the Carson, the other is the Co. Let's go.
Let's go.
And you, great ad by the way for Carson and Co. But there's just one part of that
threw it together.
promotion that said that you were in your early 30s.
That was auto caption.
And auto mouthtion because it came out of your mouth.
Early 30s? I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I said late 30s and it captioned early 30s.
Oh.
Anyway, man, my holiday was great. Thank you very much. And thank you for shouting out Carson and Co. You can probably tell it's working. Sorry, just a secret.
Do they do facial products?
Not on Here People.
Because I was going to say, this is probably the one that needs the most work. But thanks, Carson and Co, for sponsoring this episode.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a pity you guys jumped on board just after I don't know if you can tell, but our avid followers out there will see that I've recently chopped the mop, got rid of
Shit,
the
bro.
fluffiness at the top of my head and
Delilah got you.
got the chop. Yeah.
Yeah.
But fortunately for me, I didn't lose any of my strength. I gained more.
What kind of strength?
Muscles strength. What other types of strengths are there?
Mental,
Mental strength,
spiritual,
spiritual strength,
emotional,
emotional strength,
intestinal.
intestinal fortitude.
Bro, you strong?
I'm very.
Nice. You looking good though.
Thank you very
Looking
much.
very fresh.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I've also decided not to wear my headphones for this shoot because I don't want to rob our viewers of
The fresh fade.
of this fade. I mean, not fresh. It was Friday.
I
If
didn't
I
wear
had
mine.
a little more time, I
I
would
can't
have
find mine.
today.
I can't find mine anyway, so I just threw on whatever. That's the reason why they'll probably be asking, why is he not wearing any now?
That's not what we discussed earlier, but that's okay. That's okay. But 2025, massive year because 2025 is actually the year we're living in. So it's the most important one so far.
This is, yes, that's true.
Yeah. So I thought, how could we start our first couple of episodes, or maybe even just the first one? Let's talk about maybe some goals we might have. Is that a thing?
Goals. I mean, everyone does that, right?
But do you talk about it out loud? Do you say your goals out loud?
Obviously, we're putting it out into the world, so there will be a lot of scrutiny, judgment, which I don't really care about. Do you have goals that
Yes.
you'd like to share?
Yes, well, I wrote some down in case you asked me. But I got this goal this year to expand my money-making abilities. And late last year, I got an opportunity to host or MC an event for another government organization, different from ours. And someone had come and seen me in my job, doing my job, and come and wanted to hire me in a private capacity to do their gig, yeah. And they
Had you-
paid me fairly well.
Had you done something like that before?
Not outside of my 9 to 5.
Or family gigs and stuff?
Yeah, family gigs and weddings and that. But yeah, just they asked me to do it. I went and smashed it out the park. They paid me handsomely, and I thought, I could be missing out on some money here. So I'm looking into that this year to see what it looks like if I were to go into formal event hosting. I don't even know what it's called because it's not a guest speaker. I don't think I have anything that important to share to be a keynote speaker anywhere. But I think my MC hosting abilities have been honed quite well in my current role. So one of my goals this year is to explore that more and see if it's another way I can bring in some cash for the family.
You're gonna explore that. You're gonna feel it out.
Yeah.
Is there, off the top of your head, is there a type of gig or gathering or community you wouldn't work for?
Ooh. I don't know.
Like off the top of my head, they just had the inauguration in America,
Yeah.
all that jazz, right? Say it's party time voting, all right, and both parties offered you the same amount of money to MC a gig for them. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if I'm doing it for the money, right? Do I have to believe the people that I'm...
not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a very interesting question. I mean, there are some rallies run by different community organizations that go against what other community organizations. I'm thinking of a church in particular that has a really outspoken minister, and they
Right,
ride
right, right,
against
right.
different things. Like if they, like, hey, Bing, this is a service that you provide, and we're willing to pay you for it. Can you come and do this?
Yo,
Right?
you know what that stems to as well?
No.
When you get into that situation, whatever that may be, and then you're forced, no, not forced, but you have to make a decision, right? And you make that decision, but that decision will then dictate how the rest of the market, like, for example, the opposing community or party to the gig you chose, you know what I mean?
So even though I don't believe it, I'm going to be affiliated with them, mate, whether I like it or not.
Yo,
Part of my business plan is to get endorsements, I suppose, or recommendations from the people that I've done this kind of thing from before. And yeah, so maybe I'd have to think about who I want to be affiliated with, because essentially it's their word of mouth that will get me the next gig.
yo,
But yeah, that's something I want to explore this year. I don't know if it's a goal. I don't know what it looks like, and we start talking about secondary tax and things like that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the good thing about doing the family gigs is that everything is koha, everything is love, is under the table, is an envelope at the end of the night kind of thing. But, they asked me if I was tax registered and all of this stuff, GST registered, sorry, and I had to fill out all these forms before I even started the gig.
wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a government, they got to, everything's got to be on the table, on top of the table.
Police vetting. Before they paid me, they needed a copy of my bank account, so a screenshot of my bank details where they could pay it.
All right.
And then after that, their payroll people had to ring me to verbally confirm my bank account. And I was driving. Fortunately, I remember my bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and she goes, yeah, we have to verbally
Hey,
confirm.
it's another alarm bell ringing now. Be careful who you working for. Might work for some elites, Illuminati.
Me? Could be.
I mean, if you're the guy who does that,
So yeah, that's something for me. Anything you're looking at doing this year different from previous years?
nah, it's more of my actions and whatever I'm doing, whether it's work, personal, my health. Obviously, I got to get that under control. But I'm trying to
Is
be
it out of control?
no, it's just above control. I'm just trying to get a bit more consistent, and that obviously includes everything, including this podcast. So, yeah, bit of consistency in all aspects, man.
Nice.
Not one thing, not like I want to make this money, I want to do this job, I want to lose this much weight. Just whatever I'm doing, just don't be an eat ass about it, and just try and be consistent.
Another thing I want to do is, with my band, is move into some more online friendly content. Normally we just use our social media to post a random video now and then with no real focus on the content we're delivering, no real quality behind it, just, hey, this is Bing, we got a gig over here, come check us out. So yeah, looking at creating more of an online presence.
Shout out low hanging fruit, man.
Yeah.
You guys been going for a long time now?
Yeah, well, 20 years surely.
No, 20.
I think so. Maybe less. Shit. But it's up there.
You started there when you were 30.
Bro.
Hey, I don't math good. I'm sorry. 20 years is a long time though. That's cool. They say
it can't be 20. If I'm 40, then I was 20 when it started, so no. I was still at Waimakoia. No, even before that, I was a courier driver, so yeah, who knows?
shit
Who knows?
longevity, man.
Creating an online presence. Wait, what did I write down? To learn more songs, perform at new venues, record more online content, and increase our social media presence.
Oh, I got you. What does that look? What does that look like? Because I know you guys.
just on Facebook.
Oh, okay. This was gonna say.
So
All right.
moving into Insta,
So you're gonna
into TikTok.
touch base there, do some lives there. Oh, that'll kill over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm no guru or expert, but I feel like you have more of a chance getting more of a reach going live on TikTok than you would Facebook.
Okay.
It's a general ass.
We get some good interactions on Facebook. We're up to about 1,000 per video.
Shit,
good,
that's
yeah.
good. How many followers you guys got?
Like 200 or 300.
Damn. How many lab kids got?
Ooh, I have to look at that.
I don't even know.
Hundreds. I think we're like 200 on Insta. Shout out Insta. I was on TikTok. We don't have a Facebook. You want to tell the people why we don't have a Facebook, Chris?
I don't know. Why don't
You
we?
decided to not have a Facebook from the beginning.
What?
From the beginning.
Did I say why?
Yes.
What do you claim my reason was?
Because Facebook is for like family and that. But Insta is for like...
I
That's what
remember
you
now.
said to me.
Now that you're saying those words, you piece of shit. You were on the family buzz because you didn't want some of our family seeing some of the nasty stuff you say. So you said, we'll just start off on these I don't know how you say it, like Instagram and that, because most of our elders are not on these platforms.
I said that.
Yeah.
I want to be on everything.
Nah. But you're more of the guy to be like, bro, auntie don't want to hear us talking about how we wipe our ass. Like,
All right, so we're joining Facebook tomorrow, fams.
oh, sweet. Shit, what if we blew up over there with all the elders?
See, you think Facebook is an old people thing.
It generally is. It's a fact. 30 up.
Everyone I know has a Facebook, except for Tia.
Exactly.
She's one person.
Do you know what the reach is on Instagram?
No, no.
Yeah. It's like 15 to elderly. It's
Do
like,
you know what a reach around is?
so goals. A couple of good goals there. Yeah. Maybe we touch back on these. When? Let's say,
Nah, that's too much accountability for me.
you just shoved all your goals by saying that. Nah, let's go like mid-year. Let's say a June shoot.
Okay, I might lose this paper by then.
That's all right. Lucky we're recording.
Oops. You were talking to me about this athletes thing, and someone messaged you and talked about it to us.
Oh, yo. So one of our good friends messaged in. He goes by the at REDDSET.
Receipt. Receipt?
He was trying to spell receipt as in like I keep receipts on people who badmouth me.
A read receipt.
Yeah, read the receipt.
Yeah.
And he just stuck with it. Anyway, he messaged in and said, yo, man, he called up. He was watching some sports and some YouTube clips. And then he thought, yo, can you guys do like a top 5 Samoan athletes? And I said, yeah.
Yo, sounds good.
So you done one, right? I messaged you. I said, yo, come up with some stuff.
Yeah.
I came up with some stuff. He also sent in his.
Okay, I was going to ask that. Why do we do it then?
No, he sent in his, obviously. He reckons his one would just mop ours. But we'll see how that goes. He's messaged in on voice members. I haven't heard these, so if there's anything dodgy or inappropriate, I do apologize in advance.
Okay, so who's going first? We'll do ours first and then see if he's the same.
Yeah, because what if he mops us for real?
Okay, so my top 5, I actually wrote 9. But my number 5, top Samoan athlete, is none other than everybody's cousin, the great Sonny Bill Williams. Rugby union, rugby league, boxing. Quite versatile in terms of sports. He's excelled in rugby league, union and boxing. His offloading ability and athleticism are legendary, and he remains a proud advocate for his Samoan heritage. I mean, you ask for an athlete and you ask for Samoan. What else could you have?
Good looks and a mean-ass body.
My goodness. Even now, I subscribe to his, what are those little broadcast channel on Insta? Rise and Grind, he calls it.
You have to pay for that?
No. Wow. And he sends us his...
Rise and grind.
Yeah.
Might need to rethink that. But that sounds cool, though.
Oh, I mean, the videos that he sends me.
Just you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me grind.
And Rise?
What's your number 5?
Yo, number 5. I'm going... Again, this is just to my knowledge and obviously Bing's knowledge, but my one's just based on my knowledge of athletes that I know of. I started with Ray Sefo.
Ooh.
Dominated the K1 scene, mainly in Asia, but bro, he killed it. He was killing that scene for a very long time. He created some of the best highlight packages, and none more ruthless and violent and proud than when he fought Mark Hunt.
My goodness. People still talk about that, eh?
And they will.
Just trading
forever.
blows. And that was kind of a cool story, how he beat Mark Hunt in that fight.
Yeah.
But Mark Hunt beat him so bad that he couldn't progress after that fight. So Mark Hunt defaulted and won his first K1 title because of that. But if you haven't seen it, look up Ray Sefo, Mark Hunt. Those guys trading blows. They're fighting so hard. There's no one's winning, no one's losing. And then Mark Hunt says, stuff this. Puts his hands down and tells Ray Sefo, go for it.
Let's have a go.
And then they just trade, yeah. They punch on, as they say
Shh.
in West Sydney.
Anyway, he's my number 5. He's now the president of PFL.
Yeah.
So he's killing it in MMA combat sports for years. In the ring, outside the ring, he's the guy. That's my uncle.
Okay. Yeah. I thought you were a Setu.
Sifu.
Oh, Seftu.
Sifty. Who you got? Number 4.
Are we going the whole thing? Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, a proud long-haired man like I used to be, is Mr. Troy Polamalu. American football with the Pittsburgh Steelers from 2003 to 2014. A Hall of Famer, standout safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, known for his explosive playmaking and iconic hair. He won 2 Super Bowls and was named Defensive Player of the Year in 2010. I mean, growing up, I didn't know anything about American football, but I knew Troy Polamalu. Making the big hits. I remember watching a video of him making a hit and the dude fumbling and he's stretching out full body and landing on his side and just caught the ball and recovered the fumble. There's a video of him where he was running down the sideline and some dude grabbed his hair. Remember that one? Tackled him by the hair.
Oh, shit.
And if I recall correctly, the guy didn't get flagged for it either.
Racist.
But Troy Polamalu, yeah.
Yo, that's a good one. Was it Madden? Which one did we used to hit stick?
Yes.
It's like a cheat code when you choose a Steelers, eh? Especially on defense.
And it's a cheat code if you were just as good as me. That was... What was the actual game called? Running back or something. It was a mini game.
Rushing attack.
Rush attack.
Rush attack.
It was a mini game inside Madden, and we had some beef when it came to that. It was 08 and Madden 06, I think.
06. Yeah, we jumped it for years, eh?
Yeah.
A few controls went to the grave, the hit sticks.
Who's your number 4?
Ladies and gentlemen, my number 4. This guy was signed with YKTR as an athlete, recently departed, but still friends.
Oh, they departed.
He's also captain the mighty, most successful sporting team of all time, the All Blacks. He has recently signed with the Auckland-based Moana Pacifica. He is brother to legendary World Cup winning Julian Savia. My number 4 is Adi Savia.
Adi Savia, come on down. Such a massive signing for Moana this year.
100.
They got a lot of new supporters because he moved
Yeah.
over. Did we talk about that in one of the episodes?
Maybe.
One of the lab sessions? Maybe.
But he's that good and he's solid and he's the
Crossed
man.
my mind. He should actually be higher
On whose list?
on anyone's list. Actually, no, he shouldn't. Know why? And this, I believe, about people comparing him to all sorts of other rugby players. Is
Why?
that he isn't done.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
He isn't done.
You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. He could go and blow everyone's... What happened with him in YKTR?
I saw the story from Thingy just... Because, Ice, the owner of YKTR, he moved to Gold Coast. And then he done a business restructure. And I think he's pouring all his focus into one podcast and all his clothing.
They only done one merch drop for RDA.
Yeah.
Old school, football, aviation. I remember because I was looking
FC
through.
as well.
Yeah, FC, sorry, yeah, not aviation. FC. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like YKTR because they're sexist. What about me?
It isn't fair.
Number 3, everyone's uncle. You may or may not call him an athlete, but you can't deny that this man is the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Sayuli Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, now known as a Hollywood megastar, began his career as a professional in WWE, where he became one of the greatest performers and champions in the history of sports entertainment. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who also isn't done, BT dubs, but he's there at number 3 on my list.
Yes.
Is he an athlete?
100%.
Okay.
Who's saying he's not? Like, who would dare to say that? Even on a factual level, like, he played college football, athlete, wrestling, athlete, movie superstar, athlete, Maui, gout. Nah. Yo, my number 3. I'm going to take you back. I'm going to take you back to the 80s where it all started. And then it just blew up in the 90s. He played once for the mighty Manu Samoa in their heyday. Still support them, but yeah, whatever, politics. And also played for some small team that wears black from New Zealand 55 times. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy was the Richie McCaw before Richie McCaw, my uncle and my dad's best friend, Michael Jones.
Oh,
Bro, this guy's the man. I don't know. I mean, like, my dad's always put him there. So growing up, Iceman's there. And he's always been the pinnacle of a rugby. And obviously before Richie, bro, he's the GOAT. And then as I get older, people argue this. But I feel like, and I might make up my own theory here, but I feel like he's the guy that didn't play on Sunday because of his beliefs. And not to get into that, but he stood strong on that. So he's the guy that impacted when we play rugby from now on. Of course, we play on Sunday in other countries, technically in New Zealand time. But ever since he done that, they were like, yo, we can't have the best player in the world not playing for us. Let's just shuffle these cards and start having... Bro, you look at it. The Samoan dude was like, you guys can do what you want. I respect you guys, but I can't do that because I got to go to church.
I didn't know he played Manu Samoa once.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the game. I just seen a picture.
I thought you were going to say Frank Bunce. He played Samoa too, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And when I was younger, I used to think your dad resembled Frank Bunce.
Really?
Yeah. Could be your dad. Number 2, which I thought you were going to steal with the start of that. Son of Samoa from an All Black also from 2004 to 2021. No, sorry, he was active in rugby. I was like, that's a long ass All Blacks career. But 2-time Rugby World Cup winner with the All Blacks, considered one of the best loose forwards of his generation. His physicality, his leadership were instrumental in New Zealand's dominance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jerome Kaino.
So
My favorite thing about Jerome Kaino is that they told him he wasn't good enough.
who told him that?
Was it Ted?
The experts.
And they said, go away, come back and we'll take another look at you because you're good, you're just not there. And then he went. And then he came back, reinvented himself, and became one of the most explosive loose forwards of all time. Burned into my memory is that World Cup try-saving tackle where he's dragging Digby Ioane back, holding him by the waist like a toddler, and you shall not pass.
Yo.
He had that sabbatical in Japan, and people told him, don't do that. You're going to lose your spot in the All Blacks. He came back, played for a shit Blues outfit, and still made his way into the top team. Nicest guy you'd ever meet. I had breakfast with him once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what did he have?
Porridge, I think. I was in Hamilton for work, and I was staying at, I think it was an Irish game too, at this hotel, and I went down for breakfast, and the All Blacks were staying at the same hotel.
Shit.
And he was having breakfast, and it's all good to see what he's like, yeah. And then I chucked some Samoan at him, and he chucked some back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was then really that I fell in love with him because I had a personal connection with him.
Yeah.
And we must have had breakfast together for about 10 minutes. He was already there. And I think he left because he was trying to have his porridge and I was having bacon and eggs and mushrooms. And
Wow.
yeah.
You sat down with your greasy ass shit next to the bro having porridge.
Yep.
Not on top of that, he's an islander who we all love that food.
Looking at my plate going, how dare you?
You piece of shit.
But yeah, Jerome Kaino is my number 2. If you're listening to this, horse, please accept my DMs because you haven't seen them yet.
Oh shit, let's not talk about DMs. My number 2, you've mentioned this bloke, but I just want to touch on something else. Ladies and gentlemen, my number 2 is The Rock. Ooh. Now, I have a connection with The Rock. Apart from us sharing the same type of physique and eyebrow, he has had to go through life in the public eye and question about his identity. And the worst part about it is he's questioned by his own people, his authenticity. How Samoan are you? He copped a bit of backlash when he but when he was proud and flexing his Samoanness. And I understand that. We both speak a little bit of Samoan. So the same struggles The Rock has, I have. And that's why he sits at my number 2, right next to me. Questions? Anyone?
Do you watch wrestling?
No.
Oh my goodness. The Samoans have taken over. And
I've seen that, yeah. But I don't watch.
The first episode of Raw that was on Netflix because they done this massive deal. Yeah. And WWE is now on Netflix, Raw and SmackDown. And the first, half an hour was just them welcoming the world, welcoming Netflix. Triple H came out And then The Rock came out. And then the first fight was Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. But the whole thing was just talking about Samoa and how the Samoan chief has to bestow the title upon the tribal chief of the land and hands over the ula fala. And like, it was just Samoa, Samoa, Samoa. It was fantastic. And making that information accessible to everyone. And even if it's you don't know anything about it, you're exposed to it now. And it might pique your interest and encourage people to go and find out more about it. And then Roman Reigns won. And it was his turn to have the ula fala given back to him. And so as only as WWE can, they pulled The Rock out again. Slow as walk up to the stage. You don't know if he's going to give him a hiding or not. Because, The Rock is older, he should be the tribal chief. And they were talking about it during the thing, is that he was bestowed one of the highest chief titles in Samoa by the late, great Malietoa Mafili II of Seuli upon The Rock. And, now he's here with the ula fala. What's he going to do? Takes the ula fala, gives it to him, gives the bro hug. And it's just Samoa, Samoa, Samoa. My goodness. That was massive.
Put him on his back, man.
So you can't say how far is The Rock taking Samoa. You can't question it. The only question is how far is he going to keep taking it, He's going back to Samoa at some point soon. He sent me a private TikTok that everyone can see, but he's talked about
did it leak?
He's going to his two homes. His first home is WWE,
when
and his other home is Samoa. But The Rock makes your number 2 very good. Making my number 1 is someone that I hold dear to my heart because him and I are birthday twins. It's none other than David the Terminator, David the Terminator.
Yes, that's my number 1.
That's my number 1.
That's my number 1, my guy. Take it away, man. Tell the people.
David Tua, known as the Terminator, one of Samoa's most iconic athletes with a devastating left hook, heavyweight contender in the late 1990s, early 2000s, earning respect worldwide. Many, many pundits still rate him as one of the toughest, hardest punchers of all time. And have you seen him lately? My goodness, he's in good shape. I don't know about his cardio, but he looks strong. He looks fast. My goodness, moved back to Samoa too. Moved back to Samoa.
Did he?
Late last year, yeah. Yeah, he's done with chasing that paper in New Zealand and around the world. He's just living it up now in Samoa. Nice. And you see him training, carrying rocks and
I've seen a bit of that.
And, yeah.
Good on him.
David Tua was your number 1.
Yo, you deserve it, champ.
Uncle David Tua, my birthday twin.
Uncle Champ. How old is he?
It's actually birthday triplets. Him, I, and Goldie Hawn.
Oh, yo.
We all share the same birthday. And a love for Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Oh, he's got dementia on his Bruce Willis.
And he's not dementia, something else too, yeah.
Alzheimer's. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but his is bad. He's not recognizing faces anymore. It's difficult. But Red Set, what's he got?
Oh, yo, Red Set. Let's see what he's got.
Number 5, I'm going to work my way down or up or down. Work my way down. Number 5. Now, technically, I don't know if it's a sport, but yeah, number 5 because of what he's done. And I remember having a shirt of this guy and then also imitating him at intermediate when we used to play wrestling was The Rock. Yeah, so The Rock. And then I remember everyone had the T-shirts. And if you were Samoan and you had a Stone Cold T-shirt, then get in the bin. But yeah, that's my uso. That's my number 5.
Nice. Number 5.
Oh, we could have gone 5, 4, 3. I thought he was going to do all of it in one.
Well, because I've never heard it. I don't know how he's done it.
So just a reminder, my number 5 was Sonny Bill Williams. Your number 5 was?
Ray
Ray
Shifu.
Sonny, Ray, and Dwayne.
Number 4, maybe a personal favorite of mine. I'm not sure how he ranks amongst your guys' lists, but number 4, I gotta go with Tano. And I say he's a personal favorite because when he was named All Black captain, I did a speech about him being the first to captain the All Blacks. And Sole, when he led the haka, that's my usual.
Yes, good one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I remember that too.
Yeah,
heaps of pride on that one. And I heard he got big raps from like the Maori community, like bro, mana. Yo.
So that's Tana Umanga, Troy Polamalu, and
Adi
Saveha.
Number 3.
3.
Again, yeah, personal favorite. Gotta go with SBW.
Ooh.
Sunny Bill, Skamau Sunny, Soli. Yeah. If you look down at your forearm and you've got a bit on your forearm, then need I say less? I mean, need I say more? Or Is it need I say less?
Need I say more?
Or need I say more?
More.
Yeah, ngale. SPW.
Ufua more.
Bro, resume speaks for itself, but yeah, I reckon probably if he stayed in league, we'll be talking about him as probably one of the best, second rowest best players actually to ever play. So yeah, SPW for me.
Number 3. That was the number 3 SB Dub.
Number 3, SB Dub. Number 3, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And your number 3, you don't care about your list anymore?
Yes, I do. Michael Jones.
Ooh, that's right.
I feel like we got a good list here.
Number 2, gotta go with Sir Michael Jones. Sir Michael Jones, best in the world at his time, and a little bit of bias here because he's from Moka'a, where my mom is from, so basically family.
Basically.
But yeah, Sir Michael Jones, and yeah, I put him forward as my number 2, and everyone remembers the not playing on Sunday thing.
Oh.
And I remember everyone just said, man, I'm so proud of him. All the Samoans because he didn't play on Sunday and stood by it. So, yeah. Number 2, Sir Michael Jones.
So proud of him.
So proud of him.
Number 2, Sully, and then my number 1, undisputed, bro. Number 1 all-time favorite Samoan, favorite athlete of all time, actually, regardless of being Samoan or not, is David Tua. He's generational. Like my dad loved him. Like I loved him. My grandma loved him in Samoa. And even to this day, like all the fighters. He's your favorite fighter.
Your favorite fighter's favorite
And
fighter.
a funny story on David Tua. We were in Samoa on that fight. The fight, John Ruiz one, and what was it, like a 30-second fight? And we were in Moka'a, in my mom's village, which is on one side of the island, and my dad's side of the island is Kua, so on the other side. And my dad, the boss, he said, oh yeah, we'll go watch the fight. We jump in the car in Moka'a, and it takes about an hour to get to Lefanga. He said, oh no, we'll catch it. We got to Lefanga.
Fight was finished. Got to Lefanga and the fight was finished.
We got to Lefanga, and we jump in, we go in the house, and then my grandma, who was still alive at the time, said, yeah, Wilma. And my dad just looked at me and said, yeah, aloha, come on. And so we missed the whole fight. Yeah, and if you haven't seen that knockout, yeah, go look at it. I've never seen anyone get knocked out like that. But yeah, David Tua, number 1. First time I heard Samoa's national anthem on the world stage was David Tua's fights. So yeah.
Let's go. David Tua, John Ruiz. It's actually a 21-second fight, not 30. But David Tua, how can we all pick David Tua?
Now that we've all revealed, I'm not surprised. He's that guy.
And we truly didn't know who's each other's
No.
number 1 is. That's so
That's
cool.
solid.
We all had The Rock. Who else did we all have?
Sonny?
Did you have Sonny?
Yeah. Oh,
You didn't have Sonny.
yes.
Maybe in your honorable mentions.
Oh, yeah, he was.
So I got some honorable mentions.
Let's go.
Brian To'o. Not just for his playing prowess, but just because of how much of a good guy he is. One of my favorite things about social media is getting a glimpse at the life behind closed doors for these guys and see what they're like in real life.
Right.
And he's still a funny character, so and so. But I saw a video of him doing a 2-man dance at his church.
Yeah.
Like, not too big for that. Same with Wallace Sititi. He finished playing, was it South Africa, came straight back and was in White Sunday for his church. Like those kinds of things really warm my heart, because if I was playing like those guys were, I'd be like, nope, sorry, Nena. I'm too big now. I'm too big now. You can't tell me what to do. But Brian To'o, only reason he's not higher on my list is because he ain't done.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he ain't done. Brian To'o started for the Penrith Panthers, and this Niswa.
You say it again? Let me hear.
Niswa. How do you say that word?
Let me hear.
NSW Blues.
Woo!
Known for hard running agility, ability to break tackles, making one of the NRL's most dynamic winners. Bizarre the man. One that I think is going to be overlooked often is Manu Tuilangi. Came from the powerhouse Tuilangi family and Leicester club rooms. Made a name for himself in the English national rugby team, and was known to dismantle one of the better All Blacks teams in recent history. Manu Tuilangi, active from 2009, is actually still present, playing club rugby in England. Powerhouse centre, explosive running, hard-hitting tackles. Couldn't throw a punch, though. You see that video of him and Chris Ashton.
Yeah,
He had a little bit of a niggle and he stands up and throws like this weird as.
that was totally Tomo Cena karaoke night fight.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started on that. Another one that should be higher on this list, but unfortunately there's so many fantastic Samoan athletes. Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt.
Yes.
Active from 99 to 2022, not just UFC, but also boxing. Legend in the MMA and kickboxing world. Knockouts in the UFC were some of the most iconic moments in combat sports. Comeback.
Come back where?
Come back to the world. Come back to the world. And my last honorable mention was probably one of the first Samoan athletes that made me go, wow, she's Samoan? That means I can do it too.
Wait, oh, you didn't know she was?
She was Samoan on the world stage. That thing. That
Okay.
person on the world stage is Samoan.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Beatrice Faumuina.
Beats. Bits. Biddy.
Biddy. Treese. 92 to 2010, two-time Commonwealth Games champion, world champion, one of Samoa's most established, I guess, at the time.
Decorated.
Decorated, celebrated athletes in athletics. Beatrice Faumuina.
Yo.
Is she related to Sione?
I don't know. I always thought that, some type of distant... That's usually the case, right?
Do you know anything about Sione Faumuina and his rise and fall?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just of what he puts publicly.
I watched them on Between Two Beers once, and he's got a fantastic story here. And he's very frank about why he didn't make it further in the sport. He just didn't want to. And that sounds like a cop-out until he explains it more.
It's, rooted in something
Is that
deeper.
he goes to training, and these boys have a reason to train. They want to win. They want to be better. They want to show people what they can do.
Yeah.
He just wanted to play, and he needed to get his head around it. And he couldn't. It's a long story, and I'm doing it disservice by sharing it for 30 seconds. But Sione Faumuina, he's got another great story to share. And if you're listening too, check your DMs, brother.
We're waiting. No.
Any other honorable mentions? Any favorite Samoan athletes that aren't on the list? Who else comes to mind? Samoan athletes.
Yep. This who comes to mind when you think world stage. Now, I know nothing about, well, apart from his name, I know nothing about him, how well he did in the sport, or know nothing about the sport. But Greg Louganis.
I don't even know who that is.
Shit, man.
That name's familiar.
He's a diver. What do you call that?
Deep sea.
Jump off the board and do tricks in the air and dive.
Oh.
What do you call that? Diving.
Yeah.
No, this is something else. Anyway, Olympian. He was pretty good, apparently.
Greg Louganis.
Yeah.
I know that name.
I think my dad told me about them. I don't know why I've always known this.
Keep talking.
But do your research, man.
I'm looking it up right now. I don't.
Probably
It feels
when
like
I...
a fake name that people would say. Remember in Waterboy when he goes, he's the best quarterback I've seen since Joe Montana. He goes, Joe Montana was something else. I'm saying Joe Montana. You know what Greg Louganis sounds like. Greg Louganis. Greg Louganis is an American Olympic diver. Dived 1984 and 1988. The greatest American diver in history.
Mm-hmm. He's good.
Country, United States.
Click down the heritage bar.
I'm not seeing it.
You're not on Wiki, are you? Everyone knows that's just a fad. They just spurting out all kinds of wild shit.
Oh, wow. Okay. No, but there are images of him with Samoans. Very good. There's a image of him with cap and Samoan stuntman. I don't know if you can see that there. And that's Greg Louganis. So maybe I'll have to look at that a little bit more. Okay. Coconut TV says that Greg Louganis was born of Samoan parents with Northern European ancestry.
Bro.
They were both 15 years old and they gave Greg up for adoption when he was 9 months. Started diving at 9 years and was at the Junior Olympics at the age of 11.
11 years old at the Junior Olympics.
Bodybuilder too at the age of 56. 2016 ESPN body issue. Very good. I didn't know that. Thank you, Greg Louganis.
You're welcome, man. I'm not just slick here. Funny jokes. Fast hands.
Fast hands.
Do you remember I told you to let's do some questions? Did you do any?
I wasn't sure what type of questions.
That's the beauty of it. And when we were emailing and you said, Here, I'll send you mine to print. And we touched on.
I wanted you to have a look at my questions to firstly tell me if I was doing the right thing that you wanted us to do for this, or B, so you could prepare your answers, because my questions might be a little bit too...
Oh, no, because I suggest... Yeah. No, you're right. And I suggested, should we take all our questions out of a hat? But then I started writing mine, and then I was just tailoring them for you. I don't know if you've done the same. Should we go hit for hit?
Yeah.
And we'll just whiz through these, We'll just punch them out.
Okay. If you had to delete all but 3 apps on your phone, which ones would you keep? 3 apps, nothing else.
Instagram, Viber, YouTube.
Instagram, Viber, YouTube. What about games?
I don't play these games.
Oh, there's one game that I play religiously at the moment. It's a stupid game.
How long have you been playing it for?
Probably 3 months.
Wow, so you in it?
Yeah.
What type of game is it? Tower defense? Balloons?
Balloons. There's no A. It's just balloons.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, still balloons, but that's not the one I'm talking about. It's called Whiteout Survival or Survivor.
What? What's it called?
Whiteout Survivor.
Is it a colonizing game?
No.
Okay.
The whiteout is the snow, and we're in the snow. Of
course it
and
is.
you've got to build a little city, and you've got to complete missions to get money to build your city. And when you first start, you build your furnace, and it takes 5 minutes to build. So you just wait for 5 minutes, and then it's ready. And then
Like real
furnace
5
level
minutes?
2, yeah. And then furnace level 3 takes 7 minutes. Furnace level 4, so on and so forth. I've built my stuff up so much that the things I'm building now take 24 days to complete.
So it's building as we talk? Like
Yes. I
even
check
if
it
you
religiously every morning and every night.
close the app, it's still...
Yeah, it's a live game. It's online. It's played with other
yo.
people. And when I started playing this game, it's interesting now that we're talking about it. I don't think I've told anyone about it, but I just started playing it. I was playing another game on my phone, and there was an ad. Have you seen those playable ads?
Yeah.
And it got me because you have to wait.
boy.
And then I downloaded the game. It was nothing like the ad game, but it was still the game, and so I started playing. And things happened really fast, and I progressed really fast in this game, which I now know is their hook. That's how they get their hooks into you, by make you think you're really good at it. And then I joined a clan. Someone saw that I was getting good, and they messaged me, "Hey, do you want to join our clan?"
Like a real person or like...
Yeah, it's real people. Bro, these real people message me all sorts of things. I don't engage.
Bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, someone messaged me and said, "Hey, excuse me, can we do a cull of all the people that have been inactive for 30 days or more?" So what happened was I joined this clan, and I was just working, building my furnace and my city, so on and so forth. And the leader of our clan, was inactive for however long, and the game kicked him off.
Are you sure it was the game?
And then I became the clan leader. And now I lead about 30 other people all over the world playing this game. And they tell me what to do. So I look like this really cool clan guy. But they're like, the dude said, can we do a cull of all these things? I said, I don't know how, but I'll do it. And so I deleted all these people off our team. Someone said, we need this resource. Can we start mining over here? And it's crazy, bro.
This sounds crazy. Dude, what are you doing?
Enjoying myself.
Yeah, true.
Whiteout Survivor.
Yo,
if you haven't played it and that sounds cool to you, then...
Well, how do you categorize it? Is it like, strategy, eh?
Yeah.
Strategy game. Just be safe out there, bro. Just as long as they're not asking to see your 9-year-old butt or asking you to go get your mum's credit card numbers or stuff like that.
Oh, my phone is busy right now, but some of the messages, like people say, "Hey, move your town now or we will be forced to execute you." And then I don't reply because I don't talk to people. And then I get another message, "You have been warned." And then I come back to my phone later and one of my notifications says, "Your town was attacked." And then I open up the message and it says, "We gave you your warning. Oh, we gave you your warning. This is just a hint at what will happen next time if you don't move." Because you have to move your town so other people can expand into it. It's crazy. But if I had to do 3 apps to keep, probably be Facebook because of Marketplace, YouTube, and Whiteout Survivor.
Wow. So you burning all the communication lines?
Because you can still ring me on my normal phone. On the normal number.
Just don't call me between this time, because that's when I'm getting my villagers to chop down the trees
to get the wood.
I'm glad you told me that story. It brings me to my next question. Do you have a job?
Is that your job? Do I have a job?
No, it's not.
Sorry.
Does your new haircut make you feel cooler?
Yes.
Nice, go.
If you could swap lives with a celebrity for one day only, everything is still the same after that day, who would it be and why? Faster.
The Rock.
Why?
We have so much in common already, so it'll be an easy transition. What is your biggest fear at the moment?
My biggest fear at the moment is not having enough money to provide for my family.
Nah, nice.
Only because we're in the process of making some big purchases.
Right, gotcha.
yeah.
Fair.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in public?
I can't even remember. I didn't get embarrassed too much, but maybe rip my pants and my undergarments weren't up to scratch. Oh, they were scratched up.
I fell over twice in public. No, I've fallen over 3 times in public.
How old were you those times?
20, 25, and 35.
I don't know about the 35, but at least those 20s ones, you were a little bit more agile at that time in your life, right?
Yep. One time we were walking out above the stars in Monaco. That's taking it back.
Shee, buzz.
And
I was too young.
the grass was just, there was a little bit of an incline on the verge, and our car was parked right here. And I just went to walk to my car, opened my door, and go. But as I walked to my car, I stood on the grass. It was wet, and my legs just went, poof, landed on my ass, and slid all the way under the car. And I stood up, dirty ass and everything. And that was the first time. The second time, we were at Mountford Park, went to watch some of the boys play rugby, probably watch me play. And the grass, it's a little bit of more of an incline. And I had my hands in my hoodie pocket, and I was just walking slowly. And then these girls were walking across.
Them girls, man, they get
And
you,
they
bro.
looked at me, and I looked at them, and I said, "Oh, you go." And they're like, "No, you go. You old, you're fat. You should go."
Did you say it like that?
No, they were probably saying it to me.
Oh, right.
And so I went. Same thing, misstepped, legs went flying, hands came flying out of my pockets to brace my fall, and I threw my phone, my wallet, and my keys out with this hand. I threw my cigarettes out with this hand. The cigarettes opened, and all came out one by one, and I just slid all the way down to the bottom of the incline. And those girls, like, they were trying to stifle their laughter. But God bless their hearts. They picked up my smokes and all my stuff and gave it to me.
Was this on Rewa?
Yeah.
After they picked it up, did they say, "Oh, can I have one now?"
No, probably, but they were probably still laughing.
That's probably the worst thing about either having when you're in a fight or falling over is your shit going everywhere. Yeah. That's the worst. Like losing a shoe. That's the most fucked up thing.
Then a few years ago, I slipped at the fish market. It was too wet, and I went.
Oh, wet. That's your thing, man.
Yeah. And just my feet just went sideways. So instead of like the first 2 times, my feet going like that, I was standing at the fish shop, and then I went to walk forward, and it was on the mat, and the mat slid that way. This leg slid that way. I had no choice but to land on my knees and face first into the ground. And I couldn't use my hands because I was trying to save my shopping that I had in each hand. One hand was fruit and veg stuff, and the other hand was wet fish.
Lucky you haven't been like seriously injured, eh? I can think of like hundreds of injuries someone can cop from slipping like that.
I had a sore wrist for a long time after that.
Oh, for ages?
Yeah. And I was worried that because I didn't get it seen to, that if it does become an issue, ACC won't do anything because I took too long to tell them. And now it's documented, so who knows? If you were a kitchen appliance, which one would you be and why?
Toasty machine.
Oh, very versatile.
Yeah.
Oh, with old, what's his name? Moldy Einstein. Brown tongs. See that, dude?
I have.
Throw in the butter, chat. Add in some onions, chat. Mix it around. Brown tongs. Brown spatula. I mean,
shout out to him.
Dude's cracking it.
Yeah, he is.
People are loving his content.
Bro, people love heaps of random stuff, eh? Except for podcasts. Nah.
And last one.
What's this movie quote from? You had me at hello.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
No.
Tom Cruise and Bridget Jones.
Yes, the actors.
Oh.
But wrong movie. Tom Cruise not on Bridget.
Oh, no, he's not. You're right. It's Hugh Grant. I'll
give you another quote from that movie and you'll know straight away. Show me the money!
Oh, Jerry Maguire.
Yo.
I just thought it was Bridget Jones because she's on it, eh?
Yeah.
What, Reese Witherspoon.
Renee
Zellweger. Also on Me, Myself and Irene. With Jim Carrey, who's also on.
The Mask.
With?
Cameron Diaz.
Who's also on Back at It. With Jamie Foxx.
Yo.
Recently released. Shittest movie I've seen all year.
I know. I just watched the trailer and I was like, oh, shit.
I watched it recently from beginning to end.
But you like a good trash movie now and then, eh?
That was too trash.
Yeah, it was super glamour, super trash, and just a stink watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably more low budget trash movies that are good.
Yeah, yes.
You got to choose a career. Would you rather be a farmer or a fisherman?
Farmer.
What was the most favorite thing you ate during the holidays?
Food. All of it. I don't discriminate.
What team do you want to win the NRL?
The Warriors, the Wise, always the Wise.
Apart from the Warriors, who do you think will win the NRL?
The Panthers,
Who's winning the Super Rugby this year?
the Blues.
Out of 10, 10 being great, rate your driving.
11.
How many vehicle accidents have you been in your life in total?
3.
So 11 minus 3 is your real answer?
It's 9. That's still not bad.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11.
You're just a liar.
Or 8, sorry.
What are you most looking forward to this year? You might have touched on it, but you got an answer for that?
Seeing what else I can do to make money.
Nice. You get an opportunity to play with one of these artists / bands.
Oh, get out.
One. Who you choosing? Toto, Bruno Mars, John Mayer, Earth, Wind and Fire, Prince.
Open the fire.
Wow. I like that. Certainty in your voice. You're
Yes.
looking me dead in the eye. You're
Yes.
saying fuck the rest.
Yeah.
Well,
If
not-
I had to choose one, Earth, Wind and Fire, just their sound is so unique and so well-rounded. They're so tight for such a massive ensemble.
How many you reckon? How many?
Probably at least 13.
Shit.
And then they got songs with full orchestration and that. Like,
And to be a part of that would just
I'll
premium.
I'll just play the shakers. I just want to be there. I've said before on one of the lab sessions is that I'd like to jam with Stevie Wonder because he's much like Prince was also could play all the instruments, and I'd like to just jam, not even practice for a gig, but just see what their process is and see how they come up with
Yeah,
their
that'll be a
different
buzz, eh?
melodies and harmonies. And one of the unique things about Stevie Wonder is that he used to sing the extra note and some of the chords that would change the dynamic of the chord, which still blows my mind to this day. You play 3 notes, that makes a chord. You add a 4th note, it changes it from a happy sound to a sad sound to a diminished sound to a suspenseful sound, so on and so forth. So he'd play a chord and he'd sing the different notes to change what he was playing. Like,
And
it's
then
crazy.
collectively,
Yeah.
it's a total different experience.
It's a total different experience.
Wow. I've never heard it explained like that.
And
He's
then-
pretty good, eh?
Yeah, Earth, Wind and Fire is just Morris White or Maurice White, depending who you talk to. He was just a explosive mind for music.
Oh, yeah. He's the guy.
He's the guy.
The brains. You said 2 names.
Stevie Wonder and Prince.
No, you said Maurice?
Yeah.
What did
Oh,
you say?
Morris.
Oh, Morris.
Yeah, some people call him Morris White.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying there are 2 different people.
No.
What's your favorite power tool?
Fuck you. That's what it is.
Cool.
That's a long running thing.
What's your proudest DIY?
No, Chris, you've always hated on me and my drill.
Let's punch on, lad. Let's punch on. What's your favorite DIY in your life? Whatever you've done. Yes, I've got an accent all of a sudden.
My
Your
favorite
favorite.
DIY. Jeez, I don't know, because I DIY all the time.
Then it must be easy because
Because I got what, Chris?
you have an array of different projects that you can choose from. Just choose one
Um,
that you think you're quite proud of.
What's one in here right now? I DIY'd this exercise machine over here.
Ah, right. Yo, you can't see, but it's one of those got the
Cable
press
machines, yeah.
cable machine. That's
And
one.
I couldn't fit on the seat. And so I dismantled it, rewired it, and put it in my own seat.
I didn't even notice that. Wow.
Yeah. And now I can
Is
use
it just sitting there, or did you fix that to that?
No, it's just sitting there, but everything else underneath it is fixed.
If you get a drill, you can just tell us whether you'd leave the following in 2024 or keep them. Wearing shades inside at night.
2024.
Hand signs and photos.
Keep it.
Joint social accounts.
Never been into that.
So leave that shit.
Yeah. Oh, me leave it?
And like you have the power to.
Because I've worn glasses inside at night, and I've done.
Oh, just
so I
follow
thought
that
you
one.
meant like me specifically, but for the world to leave it behind.
Yeah, people doing that.
Okay. Now that's different. Glasses inside, 2025. You do what you like. If that's part of your fit and that's what you need to bring that all together, you do you, boo. Gang signs and photos.
I didn't say gang. I said hand.
Hand
That it might include that in your
hand
interpretation. but-
signs and photos. Expression. Who am I to limit the way that you can express yourself? And if your face isn't enough to show you how cool you are, and you need to put in some hands in there, then do so.
Give us one of these in your camera, and then do one of these, and I'll do one of these. Joint social accounts.
Leave it.
People posting themselves eating kinners like it's spaghetti or ramen noodles.
Or something else. R18.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, bring it. Bring it with us.
Bring it.
Yeah. A lot of the taste and the sensation is in the way that you eat it. I mean, otherwise, you just blend it and drink it. Like,
Word.
you got to slurp that shit, man.
It's the way you eat it, right? I feel you, dog. I was opposed to that, but choosing the camera on your phone when you do posts,
I done that just the other day to you.
that was a DM. That
Oh,
was,
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's acceptable. That's,
No, bring it. Self-expression.
and that brings us.
Speaking of self-expression, did you hear what old Maga said today? Maga at his inauguration.
No, I haven't had a chance. I wanted to catch up because I can see them all, but I haven't. Well, whatever.
I stand here before you to say that the United States government, from here on out, will only recognize two genders, male and female. Like, that is a statement of statements, man. Like, I don't know what it means. There could be some underlying thing, like, you know.
I know exactly what it means.
But all I know was that clip I saw, and he's bringing TikTok back, and
He brought it back.
the decline of the United States of America has ended. That's what he said.
I wouldn't expect anything
I'm not
less.
into American politics at all, but I stumbled across that today. And
It's a spectacle, though. Hey,
I mean, the president, he's just the mouthpiece, right? That's why Biden was able to do that job, because you just do what the advisors tell you to do.
the elites. I don't know.
But you rammed me with some questions. I thought we were going to save some, but I'm going to do some, and you answer them really quickly.
I thought you were finished. That's
No.
why. You said my last one a while ago.
Last one, so we could finish, because we're recording for ages now. But if you could time travel, would you rather go to the past or the future?
Past.
What would the first thing you do be?
See someone that's passed away.
You've been hired to create a new holiday. What would it celebrate?
Happiness.
Shusha Mush Day. Happiness. How would people celebrate happiness?
By being positive and not focusing on anything negative. Just for that one day.
If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest?
A type of dog, like a poodle
I was thinking like an alpaca or something, those spitting ones.
or a cat.
If you were in a zombie apocalypse,
A what?
zombie apocalypse. If you're in a
Yeah.
zombie apocalypse, who from your life would you pick as your survival buddy and why?
Just one? Bear Grylls or Joe Rogan?
Okay, I was thinking from your real life.
Oh, you want me to answer from my real
Yeah.
life? Nah, I'm good. Nah. Maybe a family member or friend that is very active
Yes, that's what I'm
and very
thinking.
fit.
As while I'm reading this out to you, I'm already picking one for you. And
Because we're not picking each other, because we look at each other and be like, yo, we're going to die together.
Yeah.
We're better off just choosing someone
Nah,
fitter.
you're on your own. Nah, I wasn't expecting you to choose me at all. If you're not choosing him, I'm taking him.
Yo, we have to fight over him.
Mr. CrossFit himself. Oh, who are you talking about?
No, I was just thinking in general, but
Oh.
yeah, I didn't think of them.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever been irrationally angry about?
Wow, I can't comprehend that question.
Be things like retail stuff, like ice cream machine not working, service too slow.
Just to cover the demographic of people that don't know what irrational means, enlighten me. What do you mean? What's irrational?
Irrational with no real meaning or understanding.
Oh, yeah, I thought so.
If you could instantly master one skill, what would it be? Instantly. 3, 2, 1.
Information retention.
Wow. Wow. Like that movie. What's that movie where he drinks the pill, takes the pill, and Limitless, Brad Cooper.
Oh, yo.
And I've always
100%.
told myself that if I was ever in that movie, I would be the best ever.
I know you holding on to that line, eh?
Yeah, what line?
Like, this works well for everyone, but if you're smarter, you'll be better.
The reading thing.
Yeah.
You said every book you've ever read will instantly be recallable.
Everything will just be,
Very good. If your life was a movie, what would the title be?
this is it.
And who would play you?
The Rock.
Ooh. Oh, and then one of the ones that we always see. Would you rather fight a horse-sized chicken or 100 chicken-sized horses? So that's the same as that duck-sized horse or horse-sized duck.
What? Say it again?
So would you rather fight a duck that's the size of a horse
Oh, my God.
or 100 horses that are the size of ducks?
100 horses.
Yeah.
Easy, because if you're just looking at demeanor, a duck's more of a dick than a horse.
They're dicks. They're automatically dicks for this exercise. They're not just your casual horse that you go see at the farm. These guys are angry
That's
about
so
something.
good. Like, the most the horse is going to do is little kicks.
100 of them.
Yeah, I can stomp out 100 horses, 100 ducks.
Okay.
Shit.
My daughter used to ask when she was young. I think I've have asked this in one of our earlier episodes. Would you rather drink a cup of blood or a cup of saliva?
Whose blood?
You don't know.
Will it kill me? Will either of them kill me? Or is that's the risk?
And they're both warm and fresh.
Oh, dude. See, that blood be thick and that saliva be frothy.
I'm blood.
I'm Crips. No.
You can only listen to one artist or band for the rest of your life. Who are you picking? one artist for the rest of your life?
John Mayer.
John Mayer. That's interesting.
It's very random, but I like to go with just whatever
Against
comes.
the grain.
Yeah.
But he also has, he dabbles in a lot of genres too.
Yeah.
I thought maybe Bruno Mars.
That's that's a go-to, but too much of a
Bruno
go-to.
Mars. He's very good. Otherwise, thank you. Well, we hope that the session was informative, entertaining, and you learned something new about your favorite lab kits. We've got some great things planned for this year. Some guests that we've got lined up to come and sit with us on the lab kids couches. We're going to have a talk about that soon. Chris doesn't know that I've already been asking some people and I'm in some conversations with them. At the moment, people have obviously seen what we're doing here and they want to be a part of the movement.
Bro, did you just call this a movement?
Yes. Well, thank you to our sponsor, our first sponsor of our show, none other than Carson & Co. And if you weren't here at the beginning, but you're here at the end, Chris is going to carry you out on their latest jingle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Carson & Co. Carson & Co. Wash your hair with this and just feel your hair and flow. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you. Peace out. Peace out. Ooh. This is peace out.
Yo, what are you, like, in the 90s listening to 88.6?